Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Rolex coming at you with another PUBG mobile video. And in today's video, we'll be talking about how I got a 35 KD in top 100 Conqueror rank. Here are my stats, and in case you guys have been watching my streams, you guys know that I stream practically every single game. I never really play offline, and so all these matches were recorded and basically put out there for everyone to see. Something that was pretty funny about this season is that I wasn't actually going for top 100. I actually was just going for Conqueror, and then all of a sudden I saw that I was ranked like 140, 160 without even looking at ranking, and I was like, oh snap, I might as well just go for that. So we did, and we actually got there, and these are the stats that I ended up with in season 12 of PUBG Mobile. So let's go ahead and get into the video, and I'll talk about some tips and tricks on how to have a high KD and a high tier such as Conqueror rank. Alright, so tip number one that we'll be discussing in today's video will be probably one of the most important, if not the most important tip, and that is to play with a team that wants to grind with you. So you obviously want to find a group of people that want to play as much as you do and want to get as high rank as you do. The whole idea is so that everyone is on the same page and there won't be any arguments or any tension, because if there's some people that are just running off by themselves and they die, that's obviously hurting the team. They won't be there to help out in squad battles or in fights when it comes to the end circle, and so you want every single person to be playing serious as much as you are, obviously, and play the game the way that you guys want to play. So find a team that wants to grind with you and that wants to also go for either it's ace, either it's conqueror, whatever you guys are trying to do. Find a team that has the same goals. Tip number two is going to be communication. Communicating is key in this game. It is super critical, if not it's probably one of the most important aspects when it comes to a winning team. You need to be able to communicate with your team, whether they have mics. You for sure need to have a mic, and you guys need to be able to call out whatever it is that you guys see, whether it's an enemy crossing over to the warehouse, whether it's you see a team that's up on the hill, whether you think that this is a better rotation to do. You need to communicate and speak. You need to tell your teammates what's on your mind, and you need to be able to say that fast and precise, just right away. You know what? Yo, let's do this. Hey, I see this, etc. Communicating is something that is definitely important when it comes to ranking and grinding. And you definitely want to have a team that is able to talk with you. If you guys watch my streams, there are a few times where, sometimes we have someone who doesn't communicate at all. That's just because once you have so much synergy and once you've played with them for so long, so many hours, so many months, and you just know how the player works and how they play. Communicating at that point is still important, but it's nowhere near as important as if for example, you're barely starting off with the team that you just met. So you definitely want to be able to communicate, make sure that your teammates are communicating as well. So again, tip number one is going to be finding a team that wants to grind with you and have the same mindset as you in regards to rank grinding. And tip number two is going to be communication. You want to be able to communicate with your teammates and call out everything that you guys see during the games. Tip number three is don't die. Now, I know last video that I uploaded about tips and tricks, I mentioned this and you guys were like, Rolex, it's so obvious. Like, why are you even telling us this? This is just dumb. No, but it's true. Like, the truth is that if you want to have a high KD, you can't die as often. Many people ask me on stream or they ask me on YouTube, it's like, dude, how does KD work? How do you have a 35 KD and your highest kills is 26? How do you have a KD of 20 and your highest kills is 10? How? And so this is the way it works. Let me explain this real quick. So take it slow. All right, we're gonna do some math. And then I'll explain. Let's say that it's my very first game of season 13. I get 10 kills in the first game. I don't die. I get 10 more kills in the second game that I play. I die. That's 20 kills and 1 death. So your KD ratio, the way it works is your total number of kills divided by the number of deaths that you have. So we have 20 kills in those 2 games together, and we died once. We won the second game, but we still died. Your KD is how many times you die. It's not about how many times you win the game. Of course, right? Of course, if you lose a game, did you stay alive the whole game or did you die? You died. That's what you lost, right? So if you lose a game, of course, you're going to die. That's the way you lose in this game. Your team dies. That's obvious. But if you win and you still die early game, but your team wins, your KD gets affected because, again, total number of kills divided by the number of deaths. So let's say that we have, again, 20 kills and 1 death. Next game, we get 0 kills and we die right off the bat. We draw a pot, we go to boot camp, we can't find a gun, we die. That's 20 kills in 3 games, correct? And that's 2 deaths. So 20 divided by 2, it's a 10 KD. That's the way KD ratio works. It's your kills divided by your deaths. That's literally what KD stand for, if you think about it, right? K/D, kills divided by deaths. That's the way it works. So I have a 35 KD. What does that mean? Does that mean that I get 35 kills on average per game? Does that mean that I get 3,500 damage? What it means is that I get 35 kills on average per death that I have. So on average, every single life that I have. Now again, it's not every game. It's not every game. If I play 10 games, right, and I don't die at all, it's considered a perfect KD. I haven't died, and so all those games combined, they accumulate. I get 2 kills the first game, 4 kills the second game, 6 kills the third game, 10 kills the fourth game, right? They accumulate, and that's 22 kills right there. Without dying, you'll have a 22 KD. It's basically the number of kills divided by the number of deaths. It does not matter how many kills you get per game on average. And that's how you have a high KD, is you don't die. And so our next tip that we're going to go to is go for the win, right? Because let's say you're going for kills. Of course, if you have 0 kills and 100 matches played, you have a 0 KD, right? If you have 0 kills and 100 matches played and you won every single game, your KD is still 0. Because you got 0 kills divided by 0 deaths. So go for the win, because the kills will just come in, right? The kills will come in naturally. They're gonna come to you. It's fine. So if you go for the win every single game and you don't die, you're gonna have a high KD just naturally, because the kills will come. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go for 20 kills, 30 kills per game. That again, as I mentioned in the other video that I did for tips and tricks on how to rank up. When it comes to every single fight that you take, that's a chance of you losing a fight. That's a chance of you getting knocked and thirsted. That's a chance of you and your squad getting wiped. And so I'm not saying to not take any fights. My point is, go for the win. Go for the win. Go for positioning. Go for rotations, right, in zone. Look at the zone and see, okay, which is the best place to be in? Which is the most dominant spot? The place that we have the best advantage if we get into a fight. So that's pretty much it for the tips and tricks. This is what I practically followed when it came to me rank grinding. I had a team that basically played every day with me, and they rank grinded with me, and they, kind of had the same mindset of like, yo, let's play, let's have a good time and let's win. Tip number 2 was to find a team that communicates with you. I have it as well. Had a team that has microphones. Sometimes there's here and there some people who don't have mics, and as long as you have that level of synergy with them, then I think you're good to go. But again, if you don't know them, I suggest not taking the chance. If you're really being serious about having a high KD and trying to go for Conqueror, I suggest to play with people who have mics, because communication is something that's really critical when it comes to this game, and when it comes to end circles especially. You definitely want to be talking with your team. Tip number 3 was don't die. You guys watch my streams, and you guys, sometimes people tell me, like, yo, I've watched your streams like 5-6 times in a row now. Like, I've been watching for the past week, and you haven't died once. It's like, and they're always like, dude, this is the first time I've seen Rolex die in like 5 days. And so yeah, don't die. And as long as you don't die, your KD will come naturally, and it will go up because the kills will come naturally. And so, and obviously the last one is go for the win, because when you lose, doesn't matter how you lost. The point is that you died. Your whole team got wiped, and that's an L. So go for the win. Sometimes you're going to die early, and the team that you're playing with wins, and that's good. That's great and all. That's going to help out your win ratio, but not your KD. So if you follow these 4, I hope and wish you the best of luck for next season. I'll be grinding Asia, so that'll be interesting. If you enjoy the video, leave a like. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel for some daily PUBG Mobile content. Oh, also, I'm moving very soon. I have this is probably my last video that I'll be uploading here at the place that I am currently at. I'm moving tomorrow, so I will not be streaming, nor will I be streaming Wednesday, just so I can move in and have a little break, because I need to catch some air. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going live on Instagram tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't followed me on Twitter and Instagram, go ahead and do so. Links in the description down below. And also go ahead and check out my streaming channel. Links also in the description. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.